George St-Pierre, former UFC welterweight champion, former UFC middleweight champion, and DC as one of the most decorated wrestlers on this UFC roster. You gotta be pretty amazed at what this man has been able to accomplish without any amateur wrestling credentials to speak of.
Yeah, with no background, the guys that he's been in there with and controlled the wrestling exchanges has truly been unbelievable to watch. I was in Canada when he fought Josh Koscheck and took Josh Koscheck, who was an NCAA champion, down whenever he needed to.
Right.
But it was also the striking that made him so dangerous. I remember George St-Pierre had this combination. It was a lead jab, a lead Superman jab into the leg kick. Everyone wanted to try and do it, and they say imitation is the greatest form of getting a compliment. We all tried to beat George St-Pierre.
He's got more SPs than me.
He does. He's a man.
All right, so here he is, the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion, Tom Aspinall. He has put UK on the map, and certainly Michael Bisping and Leon Edwards deserve a lot of credit, but now the UK has a heavyweight champion, and he hasn't even arrived at his fighting prime. We heard a lot about the grappling of Tom Aspinall and just how good he was in that realm. His striking is outstanding. He's got the power to go with the speed. He moves as well with the footwork as any heavyweight on the roster, and that's really the big challenge for the opposition here tonight. Power to be sure on the other side. How are they going to keep up with Tom Aspinall with the lateral movement, the jab, and everything else that he presents and poses on the field? Well, so much UFC history has played out here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Plenty more where that came from tonight. The athletes are ready to go. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, George Rush St-Pierre. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Tom Aspinall.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, early round action here, and the wins and bonuses just continue to pile up for the budding heavyweight contender, Tom Aspinall. Truly a 5-tool player when it comes to his skills, but in this particular matchup, he believes the ground game is going to be his bread and butter. He believes we're looking at a submission finish here tonight. Oh, you talk about mixing the martial arts. Perfect strategy here. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Aspinall.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep. You gotta start throwing now.
Fight back! Fight back!
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by George St-Pierre. Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man. Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position. Big ground and pound.
Well, eventually he's going to try to get up, but he's moving his head pretty well here to avoid damage on the ground.
You don't want to be comfortable on your back, but when you're taken down, you got to make sure you're active, and that's exactly what he's doing.
All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees, push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
All right, has the guard closed here.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Under 2 minutes to go in the round.
Changing the position.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. St-Pierre's back in full mount.
Great job landing from the top position.
Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there.
Now he's got a good body position, yup.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position. Gotta be careful here.
Under the neck. Oh, and now he flattens him out, DC. A couple hooks in. This could be trouble.
Look at all that hip pressure he has into his opponent's back. Now he'll start to rain down brutal ground and pound.
And you better intelligently defend here. This could be the beginning of the end. Second round, straight ahead.
Relax. Get out there and keep this fight on your feet. I want you to avoid that takedown. The only reason you
All right, we look back at some of the replays from that previous round, DC. A lot of good action for fight fans over those 5 minutes.
I mean, high pace, high intensity, all action first round. Both landed multiple strikes. What a great round of fighting.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, second round underway. Oh, he lands the Superman punch. How about it?
He loaded up there on that high kick. Nice shot there by the champ. Big double leg, loving change. Yep, and he's got him secured in the half guard now.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Close guard here. He's very comfortable here working off his back, DC. Back to his feet. Aspinall gets caught with that punch.
That was a big check.
Oh, punches in bunches as he lands another combination there. Really doing a nice job stringing the shots.
He's doing a great job of stringing the shots together and also just mixing up the target and the attacks. Great job finding different places for his strikes to land.
All right, feet on the hips here. Working out of the half guard here.
Big right hook there by the champ.
St-Pierre's back in half guard, very comfortable here. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Well, St-Pierre's got him in a crucifix now, going to go to work from the top. Good, solid strike on the ground. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by George St-Pierre. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. And plenty of time with which to work. 30 seconds to go in the round. 15 seconds to go. He lands a switch kick there. And the horn sounds on round 2. All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round. And get that man a singlet, man, right? Offensive wrestling on point tonight.
That was a tutorial. That was every single takedown you could secure in a fight. He did it all the right way. He's beating his opponent to the finish before he can try to sprawl and respond. He's a step behind. If he's going to stop these takedowns going forward, he needs to react a little quicker.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. Well, that ground game on full display in the previous round, and even when you know what's coming, at least with this guy, easier said than done in terms of stopping. Oh, this could just about do it.
Oh, man, what a strike from the bottom.
Aspinall's eye now closing up.
Massive shot from the top.
And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through.
Oh, nice. Oh, right into mount. Nice shots landing from the top position.
Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. You know, I got to tell you, I'm not sure that his face could be much more swollen at this point in time. Got to raise that guard.
You got to get the high guard. I mean, at this point, John, you got to forget everything else and get the guard up high, keep the elbows in tight, and try to make sure that nothing lands clean on your face. Because every time, you're going to just get more and more swollen.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here.
He's getting 8 up. You see all that swelling, and his opponent just continues to go to that area. The ref may need to call in the ringside position. Take a look at this guy. Kick him out here.
Aspinall's in half guard. And dizzy as he looks to improve position here. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway.
Fight.
All right, so it looks as though now the referee will step in to look at the swelling on that eye as he calls for the doctor. Maybe he wanted to step in earlier, but now he had no choice.
He had no choice. The swelling is so bad, he can't see. He's flailing at his opponent right now.
Looks as though the doctor is going to allow the fight to continue for the athlete. May want to raise the guard a little bit.
He's got to raise the guard. He's got to take some chances because he's very limited in what he can do right now with that much swelling.
All right, so some pretty significant adversity here, but the fight is going to continue. The doctor has left, and the ref gets us back underway.
Gets us right back underway, and it doesn't seem like there was too much thought into it. It looked like they were going to let him fight. That's exactly what they did, and I could not be happier. Now they separate. Great time on that double leg.
In a very close round, a takedown like that might be the difference.
All right, there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and the doctor's not going to let you continue as a one-eyed fighter. You all can see the swelling around his eye. It is awesome, and I'm not sure how much longer he can stay in this fight. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
GSP gets lit up by that straight punch. Oh, looking to land the leg kick, but unable to find the target. There's the shot. There's the takedown by GSP. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Nicely done.
This is where he wants to be.
Aspinall's eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time, and I'm not sure there's any ends. Oh, he's got a lot of different arm bars he can go to attacking here.
Good arm bar attempt here. What he's got to do now is just be very aggressive to try to finish this fight.
Oh, working for the submission again.
They're both struggling so much to get out of this position.
Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He was able to take his arm out and stay safe.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Oh, lands a hip toss to get him down. That can't feel good. St-Pierre's got the full mount.
That was nice. Oh, he's stepping over the head here.
Oh, looks like he's got that submission locked in.
Starting to get deep.
Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action. All right, so no surprise to see the referee call for the ringside position. Gonna come take a look at that damage more closely.
So much damage, J.A. This fight is done.
Yeah, that'll do it. It's essentially a Cyclops fighting in there with one eye, so fans don't like it, but that is the end of the fight. It goes into the books as a TKO via doctor stoppage. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, George St-Pierre.
Well, he's the man credited with making the takedown a real thing of beauty in mixed martial